Alright, I'm late. And I'm going to keep trying this until I get it. There's a conversation that I've been trying to deliver. And I say I've been trying to deliver because I've been re-recording this like I don't know how many times, and it's just not landing right, and it's just getting really long. So there's something that I learned about the way your brain works, the way the human brain works, and it's all one thing that the brain scientists are saying is that we're not necessarily required to function our lives, like us as people, and our identities. Like the brain actually works on autopilot, because of the patterns that we've that we've had all our lives, which is why it kind of seems like the same things keep happening over and over, right? So the conversation, the communication that I've been wanting to deliver is something that I got out of getting all of this for myself, and because it's pretty amazing. Getting that I am the one that created these patterns and convinced myself, trained my brain to believe a certain thing about myself, is what gave me access to the new way of being and speaking. Because I used to say that I'm not wanted, I'm weird. And it's because of something that happened when I was a child. I was put somewhere that I shouldn't have been put. I didn't belong there, and I didn't know why I was in that particular class. Like what it was is that when I was in kindergarten, I didn't speak any English, and I didn't know that I didn't speak English. My parents only spoke Spanish, and I'm the oldest of 5, so when I went into school, I remember the conversation that the teachers were having me. They were asking me, which class do you want to be in? Do you want to be in this class or this class? I don't remember why I couldn't answer that question. So, and I never understood why I was the only kid that was being taken out of the class every day at a certain time to be in a different class. And so I always thought there was something wrong with me. And I just remember that I cried for 2 weeks in school. And so I thought that I was weird because I couldn't answer this question. It was an easy question, right? And all throughout my school years, up until the 11th grade, I was in special ed English classes, and it was hard for me because I would make my walk of shame every day. I knew where I was going. I knew that that there that I was that everybody else knew where I was going as well. So I would actually go to class late so that people wouldn't have to see me walking into those classes. I just thought there was something wrong with me, and at some point my cousin even told me that my school was moving me to a different school because they thought I was retarded. So I was growing up with that, like, resigned about school, knowing that like I didn't belong there, but not knowing what I could do to get out of that. And to come to find out in the 11th grade that that it was because my parents didn't realize that they were keeping me in these classes, and they kept signing papers to keep me there. They were trusting the teachers. I never really blamed my parents for that. It was, I got that they didn't understand, and what that did for me right when I when the teacher finally stood and said, "You don't belong in this class," and they put me into a regular English class. That was the first time I'd ever gotten like straight A's in school. So that was, one of the stories that I've had, is that I don't belong, and I'm weird, and there's something wrong with me, and people don't want me around. So that was something that I convinced myself of, and then there were several other stories that I've been telling myself that, like, I don't know what it is around my weight. I guess I'm just resigned around that. I never really looked into. I've had a breast reduction, and that I always thought that got in my way of being really good at sports. I was good, but I was always tripping, falling forward, and I've always had the body that I shouldn't have, right? Like I should have had something different. So I guess there's that world of it, and I'm just kind of seeing that now as I speak. So and I also get that, like, because I've been speaking that way, I've been training my brain to give me the results that I have now, and because anytime I try to take on any diet or workout plan, like what happens is I'm ineffective because my words aren't consistent with my imagination. And my imagination is saying, that ice cream is going to be really good, or, I want that cake, whatever it is. It's actually picturing the cake and how I'm going to, be or feel after having it, or while I'm having it. So, and that's why I've been ineffective. So what I've been taking on is declaring that I am fit, I am healthy, and I'm thin. And it's and it works to, when I'm declaring that, actually picturing myself as that, as the future fulfilled, and what is available inside of my being fit and healthy and thin. Picturing what I'm going to look like, what I'm going to be doing, and what's available. And I've been doing that since September 1st. And 3 days into it, I was like, I don't know if this is going to work, but I'm going to keep doing it. On the 4th day is when I noticed that I had a different relationship to the kitchen and to food, and suddenly I'm not craving any of the garbage. Like, I have no memory of really wanting any of that garbage that I used to eat and things that don't work for me. It's like it's effortless. All I had to do was tell myself something different. I just started to say, who I am in the future fulfilled. So that's the amazing breakthrough that I've had, because this is the first time anything's like really worked without any effort. And I'm 14 days into it, whatever day it is today, 15 days possibly, 15 days into this, and I've lost 5 pounds when, you know, I'm not even trying to. It's just my brain is believing what I'm telling it. And that's the key, is like to actually have consistency in it. And I have several alarms going off throughout the day reminding me of who I am in the future fulfilled. So so yeah, that's oh yeah, what they say is that, you know, it takes 28 days to believe something that you tell your brain. So, you know, your brain's actually going to start sending your body the message of whatever it is that you're telling it. So what that means is, you know, be careful what you're saying about yourself. You know, when you're saying I'm tired, you're going to be tired. When you're saying I don't want to do this, you're not going to, you know, your body's going to react to that. So so yeah, that's what I got. That's what I wanted to share, and, you know, to end it here so that I don't keep going and, you know, make sure that people actually watch this. I'm gonna complete it there. And if you have any questions, if you see something for yourself, or if you think somebody else will get something out of this conversation, please share it. And yeah, take it on. It works. It's crazy, and it works. So, and it is the way our brain works. So, thank you for watching, for listening, and as usual, or for the first time, I love you, and I will talk to you soon.